Hi everyone, welcome to the reading ritual. My name is Victor Ochieng, a teacher of English, a writer, an author. In our reading ritual, I want us to address the book, The Cashflow Quadrant. The Cashflow Quadrant is by Robert T. Kiyosaki, who is also the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Why A Students Work for C Students and B Students Work for the Government, among many other books. Robert T. Kiyosaki has also co-authored books with the current POTUS, that is the President of the United States of America, Donald John Trump. One of those books is titled The Midas Touch. Today, I want us to focus on the Cashflow Quadrant, which is one of his best books. Now, in the Cashflow Quadrant, he talks about a number of things. And one of those things is that he talks about the 4 quadrants. As you can see, 1, he talks about the E, and under E, on the left side, he talks about the S, as you can see. On the right side, he talks about B and I. And this is all about understanding, or as a person, you need to ask yourself, which quadrant am I in? Or where do I fall? Where can I be categorized? And he begins by the E, which is employee, or rather employment. And in the process, you realize that he talks about traditional education, where he says that there is the rich dad and the poor dad. The poor dad insists on traditional education, whereby he tells his son, go to school, get good grades, get good papers, get employed, start working, and later, once you've worked, you retire, you get your retirement benefits. But of course, the rich dad insists also on teaching the son about financial literacy. Now, he argues that traditional education insists on employment. Go to school and get employed, start climbing the corporate ladder. Now, then he talks about S, which is all about small business or self-employment. So you can also delve into a small business, or you can be self-employed. But all in all, he argues that the left side is not a safe side. That if you want financial freedom, then you should explore the right side. Because the right side now has got business, or what he calls now a system, whereby in the left side, you see, you have to be there. You are employed, you have to be there. If in case you're running a small business or you're self-employed, you also have to be there. But you see on the right side, a business which you are calling a system, you come up with people who are working for you. So, under the big business, he talks about investment, and he's challenging us that we need to invest. And investment is not just about creation of wealth and all that, but he also explores other ways of investment, like going to school is an investment, like educating your children is an investment, etc., etc. So the question is, which quadrant are you in? Someone may ask, must I be only in one particular quadrant? He says, no. You can explore as many quadrants as possible for you to be able to move further. Now, this book also discusses what you call finding your path. That in life, you should be in a position to find your path. And finding your path here, he also connects it to purpose, the reason of existence, and connecting it to career. And he argues that these are things that you need to know as early as possible. Do not wait until you're old is when you start discovering them. The journey of self-discovery begins quite early. He also talks about matters financial freedom and job security. And he says that when you go for formal employment, when you're employed by the government and all that, you are really keen on job security. But he argues that job security itself is an oxymoron. He entreats us, he encourages us to go for financial freedom. And going for financial freedom means you delve into big business and investment. And lastly, he underscores the essence of financial literacy or financial literacy. And he challenges our traditional schools that instead of just teaching about numerical literacy and word literacy, they should also go ahead and teach about financial literacy. That our children ought to be taught about money. They should know about money because money controls us in the society. And when you read the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 19, you see the wise man is saying, and money answereth everything. Paul is speaking to Timothy and is telling Timothy, his protege, the love of money is the root cause of all evil. He's not talking about money is the root cause of all evil. He's talking about the love of money. And what I can say is that schools should be keen to teach children about money, and even parents should teach their children about money. And that is what Robert T. Kiyosaki is talking about in his books. And more so, Poor Dad, Rich Dad, or Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And this book, The Cashflow Quadrant.